Welcome to Shame TV East Watch, everyone. Saturday afternoon, early afternoon. For your listening pleasure this Saturday afternoon, we will be discussing Brother Sankofa. Brother Sankofa of the House of Consciousness. And we're kind of asking that Brother Sankofa come clean. Not come clean necessarily. I ain't accusing him of anything. But we want the brother to come on out. So I'm going to give it about another 2 minutes for everyone else to join in the chat. What's going on, Tasha Pope? We talking about Sankofa today, Tasha. I told y'all we was getting on that subject, so here it is. Yeah, it's a little Sankofa talk today. From one Bostonian to another. I'd like to see the brother come away from that mess, that madness over there. I know how he is or how he feels. I know the loyalty of Boston dudes, and when we loyal to somebody, we really loyal to you. So, but Sankofa, you've been tricked, man. You got your own lane and your own platform that you could rise through and that you could shine through. And I'm rooting for you, G. On a whole nother level, you know. I know that you've been tainted by that poison ivy couch. I know you've been tainted, but we gotta do something about that, man. We gotta get this brother out of there. And like I said about a lot of other brothers, Sankofa, you can be the one. That's the thing, D Prince. He could have his own platform. He could have his own platform, and I would fuck with his page. Long as he got rid of them fucking clowns and didn't have them around, I would fuck with his page. Sankofa comes from a hard place. Does he say he's from Roxbury? And if he's from Roxbury in Boston, nigga, I already know, G. Like, you gotta be a soldier, nigga, to survive that type of atmosphere. Because that shit looks like a third world country out there sometimes. So it's like, to survive that shit, man, you gotta be a hard dude. And you gotta be about something. And I think that Sankofa could be about something. I remember when he first started coming around. I don't know if you guys remember or not. But I remember when Sankofa first started coming around the House of Consciousness. And remember they used to call him long-winded. Like they used to he'd be sitting here trying to make a point, and instead of Sanetta talking or discussing the goddamn point that he was talking about, you calling the man long-winded and all that shit like that, which is an underhand slight. That's all that is. Typical Sanetta. Typical. But yeah, man, we're gonna have a little discussion today. I'm gonna get y'all feedback about Brother Sankofa. What should we do about him? And I heard that he was doing a lot of good work up in Boston. And you know what? Someone like him, I believe that someone like him really is trying to do work up in the beam and trying to get shit started and happening for brothers and sisters up there. I really do believe that. I really do believe that. But first, like everybody else, you covered in filth, man. You covered in filth. And the filth that you're covered in is not gonna, the filth that you're covered in can't just go away. The filth that you're covered in can't just be explained away. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is some keeping it real to the people. This is something about everyone coming together and realizing that even though you were around Sarnetta, you may have your own specific reasons. My whole thing is I'm always looking for the person who's involved with some sort of scam. If you got some sort of business and you around Sinetta, I'm definitely looking at you sideways. Because I haven't heard any positive stories about anything that has to do with the House of Consciousness in regards to any online business or any business of any manner. The only businesses that I seen them operate was that debate shit. Those are the only businesses that I actually seen them operate. Because there's nothing that me or anyone else I think can point to at this point and say, hey, yeah, these are businesses that Sinetta that are attached to the House of Consciousness, whether it's the KT, the ARC, the whatever degree, whether it's whoever, Divine Prophet sells sneakers and people buy the sneakers and they get these product, or there's none of that. I have heard none of that. So, that's when if anyone's around them and it's claimed to be in business, you're automatically red flagged here at Shame TV's watch. Now, with Sankofa, I haven't heard anything about him selling people anything. I haven't heard anything about him doing anything of the sort. So, in my opinion, maybe he was hanging with Sinetta for the publicity, for the ability to actually get something popping. But some people say that they don't have, he don't have no platform for real. So if he don't have no platform for real, I think that the brother should have a platform. I think that we should all be able to see where he's coming from. Because at this point, as far as I'm concerned, he does a lot of, I'm going to say it, man, you do a lot of caping for Sinetta. And that's a bad look for you, G. And that's a bad look for Boston, nigga. Like, we don't go all the way to New York and be riding no Harlem, nigga. Like, who is Sinetta? Like, Sankofa, you are charismatic enough. You have enough things to say, because I heard you before. I heard you go in before. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you're not a dumb person. So you have more than enough to offer the people that you can offer it yourself. You don't have to, and I'm kind of speaking to you right now, Sankofa. I don't know you personally, but if you're a brother from the bean, it's a certain way I look at all people from Boston, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be any different. But talking directly to you, if I can, brother, like, you don't need that shit around you, G. You don't need that shit. Like, you could go to Boston alone and pop off on your own. And I said, you see the loyalty. He has loyalty for because he's a Boston dude. Because Sinetta put him on a platform that had 30,000 watchers, 40,000 people watching. So Sankofa is looking at this like, oh, this shit must be righteous. These dudes is doing this. For that brother to be involved with a certain Hebrew Israelite group, okay? Because I think he's former, what's the joint that Tazariak and them in? Like that Hebrew camp or whatever from General Yohana. So I think he used to be a part of that camp. If I'm not mistaken, man, Sankofa said he was a part of that camp. And he left the ISUPK. And he left them brothers. And because I remember one time I felt that shit was real rude. One of the brothers was kind of trying to dog the nigga because he knew Sankofa couldn't get the mic back to reply. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, nigga. You know what I mean? It ain't that serious. But at the end of the day, I look at it like a person who's willing to do that. Like, I don't have nothing personal against no Hebrew Israelites or none of that. But a person that's willing to do that, a person that's willing to say, nah, man, even though I'm in this, I need to step off on my own to verify this. I need to step off on my own for my own sake to make sure what I'm investing in is righteous and what is best suited for me. That is a sign of a compromising, intelligent human being that should be able to progress on the planet with other compromising and progressive human beings. Okay? Because it starts with checking yourself first. If you do not self-check, then there's nothing else you can do. That's why I said there's nothing I can say about anybody when it comes to this scamming shit if I'm out here scamming people. There's nothing I can say to anybody about scamming shit if there's people who have been to my site and ordered shirts and is talking like, yo, man, it's been 2 months and I ain't got my shit and haven't heard. There's none of that. So I'm able to say whatever I want about that and the people that I feel are attempting to do those things. So in Sankofa's case, I feel that, yo, you're a person, man, that can have your own platform. You can have your own platform popping, and you do not need Sonetta. And you definitely do not need to be out here caping for this dude because it affects you overall. Like, you don't know what Sonetta really be doing. And my nigga, I know you have heard all this nasty, vile, and filthy shit that comes out of his goddamn mouth. Like, all the shit that he says about people every time a woman doesn't like his platform and likes a younger brother's platform or another brother platform who's not an old man or whatever, who like he gets an attitude and accuses the sister of liking it, wanting to fucking have sex with the guy. Like that type of shit, dog. You're not involved in no shit like that, Sankofa, because the shit you was talking when you first came out is the same shit you talk now, and you try your best, as far as I'm concerned, to keep it 100 whatever the subject matter is. And that's a difficult thing to do because people like to always give you their spins and takes. People don't ever want to look at it from 5 or 6 or 4 different point of views to see that, yo, it's different ways to attack this. And everybody's angle has to be respected. You know what I mean? It's different ways to get to 7, 6 plus 1, 3 plus 4. Like, it's different ways to attain that. And it all must be respected. But at the same time, man, you can't be covered with that filth of them. That, you know, that filth of them is... That filth of them is not something that we need, man. That filth of them. And you're better than that. You're bigger than that. What you got to say and do is probably bigger than that. I guarantee you right now, y'all, Sankofa got way more hustle in him when it comes to, and I'm using air quotes, doing the work in the community. I guarantee you he got way more hustle than any of them people that you seen on that platform. Because Shaka Amos is just trying to be a singer. Let's just say it for what it is. He just wants to sing songs and make videos and you know, wear wardrobes and shit. And that's his business. The fuck? He ain't the first flashy nigga to ever come around. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it seems that that's what he wants to do. Okay? With the other people, we already know what they're about. And I'm talking about Dr. Sabi's funeral crashing usurpers who crashed his funeral and act like they was caring for him and crying, oh, Dr. Sabi, while the whole time this one's crying, the other one's behind him downloading all his shit. So we already know what's going on. And all I'm saying, man, is Sankofa, you don't need to be a part of that shit, man. Like, we coming at you damn near like we came at Red Pill and Blue Pill. Like, yo, y'all got... People know Sonetta. People knew Polite. People knew Tazariak. People knew Zion Lex. All these names that you hear, SETI, all that shit like that. But everybody, each one of those people have a different level of respect from different people. Okay? So... I'm just letting you know a voice that hasn't been voiced, that y'all up there and y'all doing the shit together and this, that, and the third. Everybody has a separate level of respect for each one of you dudes. Everybody has a separate level of respect for each person that was presented before us. Like, that's just how this shit go, G. So if you had people that are looked at differently and perceived differently, yo, you gotta realize and then ask yourself, realize that that is true, and then ask yourself why. Why is that so? Why is that so? Why do these people have different levels of respect for different people, and we're all up here the same, acting like we're doing the same thing? Because it's because we can see it, man. We can see the sincerity in some people versus other people. We can see that some people have intentions of doing well, red pill, blue pill, but caught up in a scam in a system where I can make money and I need money, and I'll probably get these shirts done, and you probably had all the good intentions in the world, but you didn't do it. And the fact that you never even spoke about it whilst not doing it, come on, man. But again, Sankofa has never been attached to anything like this. Sankofa's name has never been brought up in any sort of scam. So as far as people trying to get a product that Sankofa claims that he provides, and nothing happened. Only thing that I heard about Sankofa was he's a real brother, man, and that brother is a sincere brother. And the last thing is that up in Boston, that nigga is really trying to do work up there and help out brothers and sisters, yo. And to me, that's some real shit, and that's what I gravitate to. Real shit. Real shit is what I gravitate to. So it's like I don't understand, man, why what Sanetta has on these dudes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is, man. Because it's like there's nothing that this nigga is doing for you, yo. There's nothing that he doing for you. Like, he pull you out and put you up whenever he wants to. So that means you could have a hot topic that you feel in your mind is something that you want to push, and then Sanetta say, nah, I don't even feel like listening to that shit. He ain't even gonna put it up on one of the other channels, TV2, TV7, and TV 1903, or whatever the fuck. He's not even gonna do that for you. He's not even gonna fuck with it at all. And you know that, Sankofa. You know that to be true, G. He's not gonna fuck with it at all. And you got your own fucking lane. You got your own fucking lane. As a matter of fact, G, I know a dude right now, my brother-in-law right now, Sankofa, like I could get you on a radio station right now to start promoting your cause. And it's a lot of young conscious brothers in Boston right now, man. It's a lot of people. So it's like you got your own lane, G. You got your own situation. You don't need to have someone around you that's got a filth and a stench on them so bad and so horrible that, yo, it'll make you look like shit. And that's what it's coming to. Everyone's eyes in this community, it's only the newbies. The newbies who's just coming out of whatever they was in and trying to find out what they were in, whether it was true or not, or righteous or not, and just exploring different things. It's those newbies that are the problem, because the newbies have no idea who the fuck these people are. The newbies are the ones who are caught up in the game. That basically, the newbies are damn near like prey. They're like prey for the ones of us who are not trying to scam people and trying to let people know, hey, one of the most important things when you're coming into, quote, air quotes, consciousness, okay, one of the most important things is to look out for people trying to hustle you. That's before we can even start talking about, is God real or not real? Is blah, 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 blah. Is the earth flat or is it a square? Whatever the hell, all that shit. Okay, before we even get into any of that, you better make sure that you watch out for people attempting to hustle you. So that's one of the first things that happens. So you got a bunch of newbies out here who's just prey. They pray for people who trying to do righteous things and like, look, man, protect yourself, but also contribute to this community like you planned on doing. But just make sure you doing it with a group of righteous individuals, a group of individuals. And I don't mean wearing no goddamn cape that say righteousness. Okay? That's not what I mean when I say righteous people. Wearing no fucking goody two-shoes Captain America suit. None of that shit. I mean people who are straight up honest, decent people who like black people, who want black people to win, and who want to feel like they're supporting and assisting black people in winning. There's a lot of brothers and sisters like that. And Sankofa, you can tap into that. You don't have to talk to new people in. You don't have to talk to the new people and bring them to Sinetta so he'll feel like, yeah, Sankofa's still looking out for me. He bring me people. I'm going to give him a segment whenever the fuck I feel like it. Because that's basically how he does it. You can do that shit however the fuck you want to do that shit. Because you have a lane. You have a following. You have groups of people who, though we see you with the House of Consciousness, you still kind of get a buy because ain't nobody out here saying that you're ripping them off. So at this moment, we still at what we would call a difference of an opinion. But I can't call you a scammer. I can't even say that Sankofa knows that all the ins and outs of what Polite was doing. How would he? Except from being around and hearing shit, and I don't ignore none of that. So you had to have heard something. So that's why I said, even coming into this, it has to be clean and open. And I see Sankofa as a person who is more than capable of being clean and open. Especially if you from Roxbury, nigga. I know you, when it comes down to the basic, nigga, you can keep it real. Now that just is what it is. I want you to know, I don't know what you heard about me through Sarnetta and through whoever else and through me, that's M-E, capital M-E, who's all about M-E. Motherfucking Peter Baelish over there, M-E, Michael Edwards Baelish. That nigga, he's playing all sides of the field. And so that old fool fuck ass think that nigga on his team. That nigga just can't wait to take your fucking shit, yo. I'm trying to tell you, man, he can't wait to take your platform from you, silly. But Sankofa, man, you can stand on your own, man. Just first off, do something that none of them did. Here we go again with this. Do something that none of these guys did. Actually come out and give whatever the fuck you have to give on it, because apparently people care about it. Apparently it's not whatever Sarnetta tries to make me out to be to you or whatever, dog, it's none of that shit. It's none of that shit. If I even mentioned your name before, it's because you was associated with them, and the fact that I felt that, yo, you doing a lot of unnecessary caping for these niggas, because they might not be righteous brothers, and they might not, at the end of the day, they might not be the type of brothers that you should be sticking your neck out for like that. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows to protect themselves. Everybody should know that. So it's like, but I understand. This is why I'm doing the whole video. I'm doing the whole video, dog, is because I'm from Dorchester, G. I'm from Boston. So I already know how we are when we got friends or people we call our friends and we loyal to them, dog. It's a different kind of thing. So I already know how that, and where he's from in Boston, I already know. I already know. So his loyalty, it comes without question. So I just want this brother who is a intelligent brother, who is a brother that was accused of being, you long-winded, Sankofa. Every time he say something, you're not even listening to what the fucking brother said. You can't even tell me. Sarnetta can't even tell you what this brother said at the time because he wasn't even listening. As soon as Sankofa get finished talking, oh, you long-winded. You long-winded. Look at my gators. You long-winded. My gators are sweet. Fuck out of here, you weirdo. But at the end of the day, man, you don't need that. You're better than that. You're better than that. You're bigger than that. You can be bigger than that. Just don't do what they did. Just don't come out here and pretend like none of this shit is going on when y'all know it's going on. Niggas wouldn't be subscribed to niggas' pages and commenting on their videos and all the shit if you didn't know it was going on. So let's just cut the shit. And I'm coming to Sankofa because I feel Sankofa has the capability of cutting the shit. Of all the people there, because apparently we were wrong when we thought red pill and blue pill were just had some minimum involvement in all the scamming and all that stuff that was going on. It was more than minimum involvement. There was more than minimum involvement. Like they actually had their own little scam issue going on right now. Okay, so that we were. I'm not gonna say we were duped by red pill and blue pill, but we were damn near duped. We're gonna put it on that. Okay, D&D, damn near duped. We were damn near duped. I might make that a shirt. I might make a line of shirts called Kacha. And on the back it says D&D. We were damn near duped. You almost had me. You almost had us, red pill, blue pill. But the truth is coming to the light. And it's shining so bright. My fucking eyes, my sight. I'm loving it. But Sankofa, man, this is for you, brother. This on a serious note now, like, all of it was serious. I ain't playing or joking about nothing I'm saying to you, man. Like, I think you better than them. I think you way better than them. I think you never needed them. Niggas like Reggie need them. You know what I'm saying? Reggie's corny. Okay? So you don't need Reggie. Okay, that's not what's needed. I mean, excuse me. Reggie needs Sarnetta. He can't operate on his own and his own platform. Reggie, that's not what's needed. Reggie doesn't need his own platform. Reggie needs to be with somebody that allows him to come through and do that stuttering. First, when you go to the Amduat, before the Amduat, see, this is where the mistake comes in, because people don't even know, before the Amduat, we had another manuscript that, see, scholars, modern day scholars today, that, see how I'm stuttering over my words. So, and I'm saying authors' names, Professor Jacques Loeb, and now I'm going to say another author's name, and then I'll stutter, and that means I'm intelligent. You fucking idiot, G. Like, nobody cares, man. Nobody fucking cares, G, about nothing Reggie talks about, yo. Reggie and Pitbull should have a show. It should be called America's Most Boring Fucking Radio Show. Like, and them niggas go on and just talk about nothing and fucking be weird together. The fuck? Why are you around Reggie, Sankofa? Come on, G. Why the fuck is you around Reggie, my G? Fucking Reggie? Stuttering Reggie? Come on, man. This can't be real, man. This can't be life. This can't be love. I see Sarnetta, because Sarnetta got the little platform. But Reggie? Come on, man. Who are these people, man? You don't vouch for any of these people. You didn't even know any of these people. That shit is crazy, guys. But we gonna work on Sankofa, man. This is not the only video I'm going to do. We're gonna stay on it. We're gonna hold on. I'm looking in the chat. Oh yeah, and welcome everybody that's here, man. I'm just running my mouth. I ain't even talking to y'all for real. Like, welcome. Hit a like when you come in. Thank you. If you don't hit a like when you come in, I will retrieve my shame bell. It is never far. Yeah, man. I want my brother to come out of that darkness like he did before. And it can happen, man. It's all possible. What you need? Oh my goodness. Time is wasting, man. Time is wasting, Sankofa. And it need not be wasted, for real. Because if you got stuff that you pushing, shit. If we feel that you come clean and that you've been as righteous and upfront as you could possibly be with this whole situation, everybody will accept that shit, at least, you know, like on the surface, man, and give you a chance to come back in and just continue pushing your agenda, long as we see you just pushing your agenda and not pushing Sonetta agenda or whatever the fuck, yo. Like, that's not going to fly with us right now. Like, nobody's on that type of time right now. Nobody's on that type of mission right now. We on seek and destroy. That's where we at. We on, where are you? Are you scamming? We're going to bring you down. That's it. It's not that hard, yo. It's not even much more to that shit than that. But with him, this was a personal thing, guys. This is a guy from my hometown, a guy that I remember when he first came around, a guy that I remember saying a lot of things that made a lot of sense. He has a lot of, he tries to, put things in its basic form so that people can understand the shit. And I like that when people do that, because there's no need in talking about anything if you can't convey it to someone else. Reggie. There's no need in talking, Reggie, if nobody understands what the fuck you talking about, G. Like, what the fuck? Like, that shit is pointless, nigga. Nobody wants to hear you stutter over 35 different fucking words and then act like you said something intelligent because you say primary. Give me a primary source. And then you come out and get caught on video saying that your primary is not really a primary source. It's in fact a primary idea, and which is, in layman's term, a fucking best guess or educated guess. Which is nowhere near a fact by its own admission that it's a guess, nigga. It can't be a fact because it's a fucking guess. You don't fucking know. How the fuck would you know? Get weirdo. I swear, man. That's why I said, Sankofa, get the fuck away from these dudes, man. All right, y'all. I'm going to get at y'all in a little bit. Give me about an hour. We be right back.